already frying her brain with that shit and teaching her that the universe made her incomplete and that she needs a white man creation to make herself be better than what God made her. That's the reason why I'm telling you they spend so much time on our women and fuck their head up, and until they get straight, we ain't never gonna amount to anything. It's true. It's true, man. I'm telling you. It hurts me to know that, because the only way you can deal with that ignorance is that you got to slap their ass so hard that that wig spin around their head 360 degrees. And then maybe they'll wake up.
Right.
Because 180 degrees will make them turn around, but will it make them wake up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? We need them to wake up. Listen. He has fooled them with materialism, opulence, and extravagances. The black man that I see out here most of the time is trying their best to make it, even if they got their little drug habits or whatever. The only person who present black men as haters of their women is the white man. Every brother that I know, for the most part, love the black woman. She turned her back on us.
Yeah.
You know it's true. I don't care what nobody say. We all know it's true. If you looking for a black woman on Sunday, go to the churches where they worship white men at. You can find them. They done went and dressed up, wash their ass, put on nails, makeup, everything to go worship his ass.
Yeah.
That's where you can find them. If I wanted to be a pimp, all I got to do is get me a Bible, put on a suit, put me on some shoes, and go up in there worshiping Jesus. Sister Johnson. Peace, sister. How you doing, honey? Yeah, you know God had you on my mind today. It's amazing. I'm looking at you right now. What a splendid privilege it is to be looking at your bestowed graceness, my dear. Peace and blessings to you, honey. Do you have an arrangement to get home tonight? Oh, well then, if that's the way things are, then maybe we could think about me giving you a ride home and eating your greens and everything else you'd like to have ate tonight, sister.
What about this, in the, I think it's the book of Revelation or in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, or the book of Revelation, it says in the last days it'll be like Sodom and Egypt. I think it's in Revelation. But what it's saying is, the Sodom is the black church, definitely, because it is steeped in homosexuality.
Of course it is.
Egypt is us, because we're bringing it.
That's right.
And the Egypt can only be us because we're bringing it in the last days. We're talking Asar, Quasi, me, you, Bobby Hemmett, and everybody else, all our scholars and the people that are coming into our knowledge and true history,
right,
our true story.
Right.
So when it says in the last days it'll be like Sodom and Egypt, how can the black woman not see that the church is steeped in homosexuality? And why would you want to be in your religion? You have to change your belief system.
Well,
now, how do you get the sisters to understand? Look, just because you got this thing, somebody, your parents gave it to you, or however you were raised, and it doesn't mean that you can't change or change your belief system.
Hello.
You got to get them to understand that it's time to change your belief system more than anything.
Well,
that's what time it is.
That's where the materialism comes in at. The materialism is to fill your hard drive with so much desire for man-made devices as to where when somebody comes to you that's not a remedy for your desire for all these stuff, you ain't got time to hear it. So listen, ain't no woman gonna be talking to some guy about having sex with him if she want an ear full of diamonds and he ain't trying to give her them diamonds. You know, I don't care how nice this fool is and woo woo woo. That's, you know, the fact that he's educated and to be a good father. I don't care about that, because right now I'm involved with the bling bling. So Mr. selling crack over here with the 36-inch rims and the SUV, that's got 5 women home for him too. And hey, if I could get the diamonds, I'll sell a little pussy too. Now, all that brainwashing come from sitting up in that church where you follow the teachings of a preacher who would tell you God said it's okay for a certain group of people to go into the lands of other people and murder them and steal all their shit. So if you got a God that's telling you that's all right, then you're not going to have a problem with hanging out with a guy that you know is doing those kind of things to get money, because it's already been ordained by the God that you worshiping.
Yeah, yeah. And they reading that shit too.
Of course they reading it.
Yeah, the preacher makes sure you get them stories. Yeah, God says the Lord.
Man, it's so bad. It's so bad. Black women would tell you that they are not black women. When I worked in California in Playa Vista, it was two black girls that used to work there. Yo, them chicks was so uppity, man. It's pathetic. When they, let me tell you what happened. I told you what happened, that I got that uppity ass post commander that came in there and he didn't like my vibrations because I told him, you ain't shit just because the white man give you this position, you gonna walk in here and think you all that. I told him, let's not forget, you ain't nothing but a man just like me. I don't care if you do kiss the white man ass and you think you something because he done put you up a peg on his ladder. His ladder gonna fall and your fat ass gonna break it. Listen, that fool got me out of there fast as hell because I was just straight up with his ass and let him know, not only do I see you as a sellout bitch, I'll beat your fat ass. Okay, so they all moved me away from. They knew I was a good guard, but they saw me and him having problems, and they like, well, we could use him somewhere else anyway. Let's shoot him on over there. We don't want to lose him altogether, but yeah, he's kind of overqualified for this post anyway, because they wanted me to kind of be the post commander over there, but I didn't go begging them for that job because I knew the politics was those white people, and I knew they was only gonna pay me $2 more per hour, but I knew that put me in a position where I could get fired within 1 week, and I was like, I don't even want that responsibility. But they knew that I could do it, but since I done come begging them for it, they was like, well, we gonna wait on him. We ain't gonna bring it to him, especially when we got so many other people that's willing to suck our dick for the position. You get what I'm saying? But man, make a long story short, he did everything he could to manipulate me out of that post. I went to another post, all right? Let me tell you what happened. About 5 weeks after they moved me to another post, and all the field supervisors who used to come to the other post used to tell me, they say, yo, you know what, man, things ain't going good over there. I say, nah, man, they shouldn't have never moved you from over there. Now these dudes, one dude was a metaphysic. He was a little essay guy. He was really cool. I forget his name, but he used to always look out for all of the field supervisors knew that I had got a raw deal, and they was all pretty cool. Two of them was Spanish. One of the Spanish guys was cool, the other one was a bitch. As a matter of fact, one of them got fired because when they transferred me to that new post, I didn't have a car. And we had a new dispatcher. He was a white guy, and this white guy was cool as hell, man. They fired him because he was so cool. Check it out. This white guy, I was talking to him, he said, listen, man, I need you to hold this post down for me. I said, I ain't gonna do it, Steve, because I ain't got a car. And I said, I'm gonna end up, it's hard to get out there, so no, I don't want to do it. He said, I'm gonna have a field inspector take you out there. I said, if you have a field inspector take me out there and bring me home, I'll do it. Otherwise, I ain't doing it. It's out of bus route, I can't do it. He called the field inspector. He said, go pick up Asar, take him to work, and then when he get off work in 5 hours, pick him up and take him back home. That was the arrangement, because it was a high-paying contract. It was a high-paying contract, so the dispatcher knew to do it. He knew it was worth it. Here's the problem. The essays didn't like the idea of chauffeuring a nigga around, okay? So watch this. They go to this other black guy. Man, I swear this is no lie. The white guy was telling them, do it. I don't care what you say, you go get him, because the dispatcher had power over the supervisors. And they like, we shouldn't be chauffeuring him around. He said, you do what the fuck I told you. Go get him. So they come to get me all the time. They driving me to work. They making it obvious to me that they have a problem with having. It ain't the fact that they have to drive me around, because they had to go pick up essays sometimes, and I bet they didn't be so rude to the essays. But it was the skin thing, right? So watch this. One night, little Lopez, his little bitch ass, he better be glad he got fired, because I was gonna pull that bitch vein out his neck. But watch this, man. He was supposed to take me to work one night, and then the dude Steve called me. He called me about 2:30 in the afternoon. He said, yo, Asar, man, I had some problems with Lopez. He said, listen, this is how he talked to me. He said, this little dude, he said, this dude is, and he's insubordinate to what I asked him to do. He said, don't even worry about going to work tonight. I'm going to make him go. I said, oh, you are? He said, yeah. I said, oh, I could already see what happened, because he was rude to me the last night. He drove me to work. He said, I know. He said, I see him. Don't worry. I got him. This white boy was thorough. You hear me? He said, don't worry. I got him. I know what he did. Let me tell you what he did. See, this white boy was smart. I knew just what he was going to do as soon as he got off the phone with me. That dude, he told me, he said Lopez went and talked some bullshit to another guy. The black guy was another dispatcher that had more power over the white guy. He actually hired the white guy. So the black guy was a sellout. He was a sellout. I knew it from day one. He was in love with those white people and did everything to please them. So what happened was this. Lopez go talk to the black guy. The black guy implement policy, don't pick him up. So Steve called me and he said, don't even worry about going in tonight. Ooh, I thought, this nigga smart. That's what I thought to myself. See, the supervisors have to get someone to cover for a job, and if they can't, they have to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Who had to do
Lopez.
the
Lopez, the guy who decided he didn't want to pick me up and drive me. It would have took him 20 minutes to pick me up, 20 minutes to take me home, 40 minutes. He didn't want to do it, so guess what that means? Well, you can go work his shift. That means that what would have been 40 minutes turned into 6 hours now, after he's already done a shift of work. So I thought to myself, ooh, Steve is smart. I knew what was going to happen. He going to go to sleep, because that job that they had, that job didn't start until 2 o'clock in the morning. Lopez got off work at 12 midnight. Okay, so he used to have to work an extra 30 minutes to pick me up and take me to work. I can understand him being upset about that. But he knew that if he didn't do that, he's going to have to fill the whole shift, just like Steve told him. Steve told him that. He said, either you take Asar or you sit the shift. His ass so racist and so stupid, he can't deal with having to chauffeur me around. I'm a Mexican. I shouldn't be having to chauffeur no nigga around. Okay, go sit the 6 hours. He went in there and set the 6 hours. This was the other supervisor put me up on game. It was a black guy. He was another field inspector. Let me show you what they did. Ooh, man, I'm telling you, this job was this cutthroat. I swear it was. Let me tell you what they did. I bet you Steve called the field supervisor that was coming on at midnight and said, look, he said Lopez was supposed to pick up Asar and take Asar to work. He didn't want to do it. He already worked a 10-hour shift today, but unfortunately, I didn't have no one to cover that shift but Lopez. So I had to send Lopez over there to cover the shift. I want you to keep an eye on Lopez tonight and keep some energy going on with him so he don't go to sleep. Look, the brother was having the same problem with Lopez that I was having.
No shit.
Man, listen what I'm saying to you. So watch this. This fool told me in so many ways. He said, yeah, somebody came up. See, he didn't tell me because he didn't want me to open my big ass mouth and say nothing. But he came in one night after Lopez got fired because they caught him sleep that night that he wouldn't cover for me.
Yeah.
He got fired for that after he had been working that company 7 years. They caught him sleeping, fired his ass. I said, ooh, Spirit ain't no joke. Fired his ass. You hear me? Now watch this, man. Check this shit out. The black dude who called him and fired him, he never told me he was the one who called him and fired me, but this is what he told me one night. He came in, he said, yo, Asar, what's up, man? I said, oh, nothing, I'm chilling. He said, yeah, I know you had to take the other night off. Lopez had to cover for you, huh? I said, yeah, I heard he got fired. He said, yeah, I was working that night. Somebody called his ass sleep. Just like that.
Oh, shit.
Yep, just like that. I said, imagine that. Who called him sleep? He said, I don't know. But somebody called him sleep. I know who called him sleep because every time I worked that night, guess who come and check up on me? Him. So I know who called him sleep. But he didn't tell me he the one that did it. But now the other Mexican guy who I told you was cool, okay, 2 nights later, I'm there. He come in. He said, yo, what's up, Asar? I said, no, man, I'm chilling, man. How you doing? He said, I'm doing good. He said, you know they got rid of that fool, right? Because that's how they talk. You know that. I said, who? You know, I'm playing games with him. He said, Lopez. I said, what? Shut up. He said, yeah, man, Lopez gone, dog. I said, man, what happened to him? He looked at me and he smiled. He said, I think bad karma. Look what he said, bro. He said, I think bad karma, bro.
You say what?
I think bad karma, bro.
What's that mean?
He said, I think. I said, man, what do you think happened? He said, I think bad karma, bruh.
What is that?
Bad karma, K-A-R-M-A.
karma.
I think bad karma, bruh. You know they talk real fast.
Kicked his ass.
Karma got his ass. He said, I think bad karma got him, bruh.
Yeah, so that's what we have, man. There's got to be some good Mexicans that are smart and intelligent that know you got to treat people right.
Look,
you can't be a racist asshole.
all the Mexicans are